Hey, welcome back to Confrontation Station. This is Human Nature Under Pressure. I think that's what we're going to call it. Under Pressure. All right, I've got some good law-based ones for you this week. Tell me if you've seen this. It's all one video, so I'm just going to stop it and pause it as we go through, but it's a long one. But just tell me if you've seen this.
Might need to look into when people are victims of domestic violence and don't want to face their abuser. Now, Mr.
Have you seen this?
I haven't seen this, no.
Okay, what is this? Do you see anything that's odd here, or does everything just seem fine?
Let's have a look.
The lawyer themselves. Listen to the way the lawyer speaks and tell me if this seems like a normal lawyer to you.
Now, Mr. Whaley is not an alleged perpetrator. I didn't get to finish my thought.
So just so you know, the lawyer's trans. It's a trans man. That's
right,
what's going on. So he is in a courtroom as the lawyer for an alleged perpetrator. I think the guy in the suit in the grey in the background is the perp, and I think it's a sexual assault charge of some kind. The lawyer in the blue who's been speaking is the prosecutor, and the other one to his right is the defense. His client, the alleged victim, isn't in the courtroom, and there's a dispute that's about to come up about the fact that sexual abuse victims don't want to have to face their abuser in the courtroom.
It's too stressful, too stressful,
all that kind
traumatic,
of stuff. But there's a form that hasn't been filled out in order to do this properly. But the real issue here is the way the lawyer speaks to the judge, and the judge just isn't having it, which we'll just watch and see how it goes.
My question was, if I didn't make it clear, why have you not filled out an ADA request on behalf of your client prior to bringing it up?
I was explaining that. Didn't even know that you could do so.
Well,
I know now.
You know now?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a simple form. I think it can be obtained from our court clerk.
No, ma'am.
Now, there's a bit of attitude already. It's like, why didn't you fill out the form? I've asked you a few times before. It's like, well, I didn't even know you could do that. Leaning forward, just a bit of attitude.
Yes, we have that form here in the Pontotoc County.
Well, then the Pontotoc County is way more advanced than what I practice primarily, and I appreciate that.
So, you need to go down and get that form free.
I've already got one
today.
I've already got one ready to go and filed.
It comports with the form that we use here in Pontotoc.
We'll do something. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Can you wait until?
Yes, of course.
So the court recorder there is saying, can you basically not interrupt, because she's trying to get everything that's said. So you're meant to wait until the judge is finished and then speak. If for anything, one of it is politeness, but two, the court recorder's there and they're trying to get everything that's said. So he keeps interrupting the judge, and let's see what happens. So just to give you a bit of background, the judge is now going to basically say, look, as you now have that form filled in, we're going to come back after you've done the form. And he's not happy about that because he's been here twice before, and that's what the dispute is about. It's like, why do we need the form? It's just a formality.
So at this point, I don't think there's any need in going forward today.
We were back to the issue at hand, which was you asked me to not provide testimony on behalf of my client. You asked me what paragraph it was. I pointed you to the exact paragraph.
Stop.
It's her education.
Stop.
Because you don't want to hear what the argument is.
Stop.
They keep being belligerent and arguing with the judge, interrupting the judge. The judge was literally in the middle of a sentence. He's like, that's because this is what we're here to do. Just like not how you want to get on with a judge in a case. I've got a message from Alex, which we can play in a bit, where he explains how you're meant to act in a courtroom and why, and the power dynamics. But essentially, you need to get the judge on your side. You're basically asking for a favor, and it's all about how well, like everything in life, is about how well you get along with people rather than the actual law and the procedure. People can make your life a nightmare because of the power that they have, or they can make your life really easy because of the power you have. This lawyer should realize that, especially in small town law rooms like this, where it's about who you know and how well you get on with people, which the other lawyer knows this judge, but this one is from out of town and doesn't.
I mean, I guess that, you know, judges, it should all just be professional, shouldn't it? In an ideal world, personal feelings or frustrations wouldn't come into it, but you can sense just from listening to this short clip that the atmosphere in the room is very prickly. he doesn't seem to be picking up on that. Like, just after the first interaction, if I was in that position, knowing that the judge has an awful lot of power in this room, they can command what goes on. If I want to get something, I'm going to have to tread very carefully. I'm going to have to be very careful.
I should be very careful.
He should be there right now. I mean, he's wearing glasses. That African guy just walks in right now and taps on the glasses. Like, you need to be very careful what you say next. Be very careful. I think you're right. I mean, ultimately, that's a courtroom of human beings, but really, we're all just apes at the end of the day, and we're just monkeys talking to each other, trying to get what we want. But emotions matter to primates like us, and like, yeah, we should just follow the law. But you're dealing with a human being. It's just a monkey at the end of the day. We're all just apes in a courtroom going for it. That's all that we're doing. And you can't start yelling or anything like that or being belligerent with another fellow primate. And I think he does know. I think he does detect the prickliness of what's going on, but he doesn't like that. I don't think he realizes where he is. And I think he's like, well, you can't be like that with me. And he's given a bit of sass back because he thinks it's, I don't know what he thinks it is. I mean,
just before you start, quick shout out to the other lawyer who knows. He seems to know exactly what's going on, and he is making himself as small as possible. No eye contact. He's not getting involved. It's that old Sun Tzu proverb. Was it never interrupt your enemy while they're in the process of making a mistake? He's not doing a thing.
Be very careful.
I should be very careful.
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and
Yes,
you can
ma'am.
wipe that smirk off.
I don't have a smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you
I do
do.
not.
Wipe that smirk off your face. I mean, this is as close to a teacher level dressing down possible. I'd be acting like I'm in school right now, and you can wipe that smirk off your face. I wouldn't be like, I don't have a smirk on my face.
I am not going to tolerate this from you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Fill out the request, get the form from our court clerk's office on the second floor, make sure it comports with what you've got already, get it filed, mailed in, whatever you need to do. Let us assess her request. If it's
My client's not seen her child. There is no order in this court, and there's been no
There's
jurisdiction
no order in this court. What does he mean by that?
found that this court has jurisdiction over this child who has never lived in your county. Never lived. I did not. There was a pause. There was a break. I wasn't.
So she said, you interrupted me, and he's like, I didn't interrupt you. There was a pause, there was a break, like arguing about everything. She reminds me of the girl from the other week with the, calls the cop up and is like, you work for me, yes or no? Yes or no?
I am the one who is about to fucking pay you guys through my taxes, through my call, right? Yes or no?
Can you tell me
Yes
what's going
or
on
no?
at 3-8? Ma'am,
You
if you're
tell
going
me
to
yes or
continue
no.
to yell, I'm
Tell
going
me
to
yes
disconnect the call.
with my arguments.
and I was not done with my statement. You interrupted again. Do not throw your...
I did not throw. It fell off the bench. Please stop stating things that are not true, ma'am.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not.
Oh my God, still everything, every single point. There's an authority thing going on here. She's like, respect the courtroom, respect me. I'm not going to go anywhere talking to you when you're dealing with this. And we're going to, she shows in a minute that, maybe we can go ahead with this, whatever. She can do him favors, but he's not doing himself any favors. And every single little point, he's turning it into an argument because I think he thinks that there's something else going on here.
Then settle down.
I'm not upset and I'm not arguing. You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am. I'm not.
Stop. Our court reporter cannot get what we're both saying.
I am trying to make my argument. You interrupted my argument halfway through on an objection.
That will get...
Did you see she just pressed the panic button in front?
I didn't realize it was a panic button. I did see her perform that action, though.
I think she either tapped
That's what
it
it
or
is.
touched
She's
it.
calling for someone to come
Yeah,
in.
because he's just constantly interrupting. So she's now going to explain what that button's for to him. This is a panic button.
Every available deputy... in
Yes,
town-
ma'am, I'm aware. It's happened to
You're
me before.
interrupting. It has.
Yes.
Because you're out of line
Yeah,
with court.
I guess.
So it's just if you can't help hear, she says, this is a panic button which will send every deputy in the courtroom into here. And he goes, yes, I'm aware. It's happened to me before. She's like, oh, really? That's because you're out of line. But no, even last time it wasn't my fault.
So,
Okay, if I push that
for me,
button-
because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over this state.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not, you do.
And then we have it. You're mad because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state. I don't know what you are. So now we find out what's going on. So when you said earlier, like the prickliness, I think he has detected that and he thinks, oh, this is because I'm trans. And he probably got a lot of this stuff before, small town courtroom. I've forgotten exactly where it is, Ohio or somewhere, I can't remember. So he probably has had a bunch of that stuff before, but now it's not the time to be making a stand over for this stuff.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I get the feeling that he's also passionate about his client in the case. You know, he seems to have brought that into it. And I have seen a lot of courtrooms where the judge is very assertive, very cold. This is the law. I think it's part of their job, isn't it? You know, this is I command this room, and in a normal social interaction that comes across as weird. Now, maybe there is some, maybe they do have history, maybe she is transphobic, maybe there is a part of that, maybe he's picking up on that, but also maybe she's just, this is her personality in the courtroom, and because of his history, he's feeling that she's doing this to me because I'm trans, not she's doing this to me because this is the way she aggressively runs her courtroom. It's hard to tell without any context, but I don't know. It just seems to have got so childish. Like where every single point is, don't throw your book. I didn't throw the book. It fell. Don't, you're getting red in the face. Don't shout at me. I'm not shouting at you. I'm making my argument. I didn't interrupt you. You didn't let me finish. You can't, if you get into that state where you can't concede on anything, no matter how small, it just furthers that divide in the confrontation.
And I don't know, pulling out the sexuality or the race card, either of those two, I don't know. You are kind of tying your colours to the mast there.
You do.
Everything you have just now
My ma'am, you
that
do.
doesn't have
You do.
anything to do.
It's happened when we talked on the phone.
That wasn't talking, let me tell you. You were entirely inappropriate.
You were yelling
for
at me, and I
something.
did not even know you were the judge.
And I didn't know you from Adam.
I said, my name is Rob Hopkins. I'm
Which
an
doesn't
attorney
mean
in Oklahoma City.
No, sir, you did not.
Okay.
Okay?
There's no one there to know that, right?
Okay. So we are pausing this until you get the ADA request form filled out.
So we're going to pause the hearing on jurisdiction that's been set twice. I drove an hour and a half to have the hearing. My client's available telephonically. And
See, the judge here is considering what he's saying. He's like, oh, we're going to pause this again. I mean, he's got a legitimate gripe. Why are we doing it this way? Well, the reason we're doing it like this is because you're a pain in the ass. But maybe in the interest of moving this thing forward, maybe she'll give some leeway on it.
we are simply not even taking testimony.
Is your client available telephonically?
Yes, ma'am.
today?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
So, well, is your client available on the phone? Then get her on the phone. You don't need the form then in order to, if you've got the form, you're going to fill it out. Fair enough. Let's just move this thing forward. Maybe it's time for, the other lawyer hasn't said anything. Maybe the other lawyer doesn't want this to happen. Maybe it's time he says something. He's been standing there, arms folded, walked off a few times. Here we go.
Your Honor, which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing.
Objection, hearsay. That's not true. And you're ready.
You will find, sir,
Don't
that
put
you
at me. It's
me.
or shot at me.
I'm not putting no.
No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face, sir. Get out of my face, sir.
You may step
Get
out.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of.
You hear the way he said that? He's like, you should leave. this county." You shouldn't be.
That's like an
That's like
early
from a
90s
film.
movie. Like
Yeah.
My Cousin Vinny or something like that. You need
Yeah.
to get out of this county.
I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Oh, there's a fucking surprise.
What'd you say?
What?
You don't understand how we practice law here, son. We don't want your kind around here. You transgender. That's what he's hearing. He's hearing, oh, your kind.
That guy is not doing anything for the argument that he's just completely out of line and just making all this stuff up. It does sound like, the more I watch this video, it does sound like he does have legitimate, like,
maybe
people have been behaving really inappropriately. Like, you should leave this county.
You should leave this county.
I don't know. I've got no idea. It does sound like something from a movie, but I mean, let's see what. Now they've called in the two bailiffs or whatever they're called in America to remove this guy from the courtroom because she's just had enough. I mean, he gave his objection and then immediately interrupted, started yelling, and now is it's victim from here on, I'm afraid.
My face. Get out of my face.
These people, my friends, you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
Yeah.
These are my friends, you're being ugly, and get out of my face. Now, the whole thing has changed now. The judge has called in two cops. He knows he has to leave at this point. He's being held in contempt of court. Yeah, let's see what happens.
I put your in line back.
Why?
Because you're in direct contempt of court.
He shouted at me. No, I'm not being. You did not even say that I was in.
You are
contempt.
in direct.
No, I'm not.
Judge, I
Nice stuff.
apologize, but I felt very threatened by this person.
No,
Jade's screaming and yelling in court. I never even heard that before in this courtroom.
Wait.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Put your hands on your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over the?
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands on your back. Stop resisting.
I mean, look, he is resisting. You should just put your hands behind your back, get cuffed, and walk out. That's all you need to do. He knows this. He should know this. That's what it is. Apparently, this is just like procedure. This happens like all the time to people. I'll play Alex's voice message in a minute, but he said it happens to his dad all the time because he's either making a stand and pointing like, fine, I'll be out of jail in like an hour. But obviously, this is greater than this. This is not the type of person who's going to go away quietly.
You know exactly what's
Why
happening.
don't you all walk that way?
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just settle down, walk that way.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me. You're hurting me. You're resisting me. You don't stick me. You're choking me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands on your
I
back.
cannot breathe.
Shout out to George Floyd.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't
It goes on like this, and there's just, I mean, it goes on like this. It's just goes forever until they eventually drag him out of court.
No.
Please give me my glasses. I cannot see.
Gets him out of court. That guy was found in contempt of court, and then the bar from wherever he was from, they filed an emergency injunction or something to get him suspended, and then he closed down his law practice and has basically retired and is now trying to sue the judge for discrimination.
Wow.
So, we thought...
Good confrontation, 7 out of 10.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? He was on the back foot from the start, it felt like.
Yeah.
Everything that happened.
She gives a bit of information as well. It came out in, I think, at the beginning of this video, where she says he references a phone call that they had.
You do. It's happened when we talked on the phone.
And she said, oh, that wasn't a phone call.
That's not nice.
You were screaming at me and yell at me, or
That wasn't talking, let me tell you. You were entirely inappropriate.
he was accusing her of screaming and yelling at her.
You were yelling at me, and I did not even know you were the judge.
And I'm like, oh, okay, so that could legitimately explain that iciness, the tension between them. Also interesting that after he makes the accusation of transphobia or him being treated this way because he's transgender, it does seem to work, because she does seem to start entertaining the idea of just going along with it and not being as rigid as before, which is, I found that quite unusual for a judge, especially with her demeanor of kind of being a bit of a commander in the courtroom. But yeah, as soon as it's just so strange, isn't it? Again, it reaches a point where there must be a part of your brain which you know how this is going to play out. Like it seemed like he'd reached a point of acceleration that he couldn't put the brakes on from. He'd got so wound up that it was he couldn't stop.
Sir, you've got a room full of witnesses.
I do. I put it down. I did. I put it down and it fell down. I did not fall.
Then settle down.
I'm not upset and I'm not arguing. You're not letting me make an argument. I'm not red in the face, ma'am.
He couldn't go out peacefully. He couldn't calm himself down.
Come on, calm down.
Before the police had to put the cuffs behind the back. Yeah, I'm not too sure. It did look messy, though. It looked really messy. I could see him. I mean, I don't know any of the legal stuff, but I could definitely see him maybe winning something.
He's not winning shit there.
In terms of court case.
Nah. I think that a judge is paramount when it comes to power in a courtroom like that. And if the judge tells you to get out, and it's classic resisting arrest and every single thing.
I don't think it was so messy that the communication wasn't in place. I think because he even had to clarify that they were already trying to put cuffs on him before I think even the words contempt of court had been uttered. And then the judge says, "Oh no, now you're in direct contempt." Well,
she said, "I will." She warned him several times, saying, "I'm going to press this button." And every deputy will come in here, and he goes, "I know it's happened to me before."
On an objection,
it will get every available deputy.
Yes, ma'am. I'm aware it's happened to me before.
So he's aware of what that button does. She said several times.
She'd already pressed it, hadn't she? At that point,
no, she hadn't. She just tapped it.
Oh, okay, right.
To say this. Do you know what this button is here is for? That's like the panic button. She pressed another button on the phone, which is come in and get this guy out.
Right.
But he said, "I know what contempt of court is."
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and you can wipe that smirk off.
I don't have a smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you do.
I do not.
And she was like, "I will hold you in contempt of court," and then it just goes that way. I mean, you're meant to just go to jail and deal with it. It's like a small misdemeanor. I've got a voice note from Alex, because I asked him, because he's obviously his family's in law, to like explain what he thought of it. Here we go.
Judges, pretty much anywhere at any level, have authority to hold lawyers in contempt, which just means they go to jail, pay a fine, whatever. My dad's been held in contempt by all kinds of judges and he's had to go to jail like so many times. But, it's usually on like a principle. So it's like on a principle of some sort. This guy you can't go in and especially in a courtroom that's not where you're from. This individual says they're from out of town, and normally you're just over the top, obsequious with the judge. You're just trying to do your client every favor you can and make their case and assert their rights and all that and so on. But in a way that makes your job is to make the judge try to like you, unless, if there's a moment where they make some terrible ruling and it's unfair, then okay, sure, in that case, there might be a good reason to get up in arms with the judge. But like this person is just being
he thought that was good reason. It's like this transgender thing, which I think is just in his head, but probably it does get it a lot and sees it everywhere.
If I push that,
or maybe because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over the state.
I don't know what you
do, ma'am. It's not you do.
This person is just being so combative and snippy and just destroying any hope the judge would, do them any favors or do their client any favors. If a judge tells you to stop interrupting them and you don't, they're going to hold you in contempt.
You interrupt me one more time, you are being held in direct contempt of court, and you can wipe that smirk off.
I don't have a smirk on my face.
Oh, yes, you do.
I do not.
That's just pretty basic courtroom procedure. So when you resist arrest, I think that's like always a felony. He turned what's like a silly little, I technically went to jail, but I got a classy misdemeanor and got a $300 fine to a fucking felony of some sort. Just a disaster of an attorney. Small ball law, which is what that is.
Yeah, that's actually something I haven't thought of. Imagine that was your attorney and you're like, oh God, what a mess they've made of my case.
Law, like my folks do and everything. 80% of it is not about like the finer points of law and high level legal research. It's about how likable you are and how well you can sway a jury and then get a judge to sort of do you some favors and that sort of thing. Like the old saying, a good attorney knows the law, a great attorney knows the judge. And this person just has no fucking business ever practicing in front of a judge. I love where he starts shouting at the judge, "You do know I'm a transgender man."
If I push that,
maybe because I'm a transgender attorney practicing all over this state.
And she's like, so clearly telling the truth when she says, I don't know what you are.
I don't know what you are.
You do, ma'am. It's not, you do.
As if he's in Brooklyn or something, and this fucking small town Oklahoma judge knows what the fuck is going on, what the fuck it even means to be like a transgender person. It's like my mom. Anytime it comes up, she's just like, I don't know who's what or what that means or whether they're this or that. It's just like the same kind of thing. Like, it's just very funny for that to be your grievance that this judge now has a bias against you. This woman is just like, I don't know anything about any of that. I know something is off about you, and that's about the end of it.
I don't think anything's going to come of it. I think he's just going to be disbarred, and that's just going to be the end. But we saw so many. Immediately on the back foot, belligerent arguing, not understanding the power dynamic that's going on there. People do this with cops all the time, and it even changed. It usually when it's a one-on-one with a cop or something, then more of them arrive. You're not going to fight 5 of them, but he's there in public in the courtroom, going back and forth with the judge, and then 2 cops turn up and keeps the same energy the entire way. I think that he thought, people are going to clearly see this and see me as a victim here and the judge, but pretty much nobody is seeing it that way. It's disturbing to watch. It's unfortunate. I do feel sorry for him because he's got himself in that position, but ultimately I don't see him as a victim of anything other than his own making in that instance.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me! You're hurting me! You're mistake me!
I'd be interested to see what the follow-up is. You're right. You'd never hire that person after seeing that.
Put your hand behind your back.
Nothing's come of it just yet, so we'll find out. Well, other than we found out recently that they closed their law firm, and so they're not practicing law anymore. I'm not sure what could happen. That.
I just wanted to point out, I don't really know what's going on there, but the courtroom itself looked quite interesting with the table and a bunch of people with their back to. So initially, a bunch of people with their back to what's going on. It's all like they're just doing some work, just getting about their day to day, and then I didn't see it happen. But at some point, when it starts to escalate, the guy with his back to the judge just wheels his chair back just to make space, so he doesn't have to get involved with the fist back there. Let's
have a look.
Just gets himself out of the way.
Do not hurt me.
Put your hand behind your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over the
Not resisting.
I'm not resisting.
He's been through it so many times, I think. He looks like a career lawyer, someone who's been there. He's like in his 50s, maybe early 60s. Been there so many times. He's still
working on his phone. He's not missing a beat in his work.
Put your hand behind your back. Stop resisting.
You know exactly what's happening. I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just pulls the hand away. She said you just need to walk out of here. If he just starts walking, I reckon he'd be all right. He probably doesn't even need to be cuffed. He could just start walking and they'll cuff him at the door. Just get out of there as soon as possible. Oh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare situation to be in.
Just on this freeze frame here, the recorder in the court, what do you call it? What's the device that you use?
Oh yeah, stenograph or something?
Stenograph, yeah. The stenographer is looking at the judge just like, do I have to keep on recording this? Like, everyone's over talking now.
What a nightmare. So yeah, this has to be, I think this is the first resisting arrest that we've had. But I think it's going to be tough to beat this resisting arrest. But it's the first of 2 courtroom things we've got. So let me just get the background on this second story. I'm not sure if you've seen this second one. Let me know if you have. But here's a guy pleading his case before he's sentenced. Apparently, he had attacked somebody with a baseball bat, his brother-in-law with a baseball bat, and he'd had several other things that happened to him, and he'd been in jail before, and now before sentencing, he wants probation. And he's basically pleading his case rather than go to jail just to get probation instead to the judge. And you're going to hear him plead his case now. I've put it on 2x speed just because I want to show you just what his attitude is like. Yeah.
Sandy, on behalf before I pronounce sentence? So basically, I would like to tell the courts everyone here, like, based on my criminal history, like, I feel that, like, I shouldn't be, like, sent to prison for a second time. Have you looked at your criminal history? Have you looked at your criminal history? Actually, I look at it. When you lived it, I suppose. I just look at it, yeah. And, 3 felonies, gross, 9 misdemeanors, multiple.
Have you looked at your criminal history? Well, I have. I guess you've lived it. So she's immediately like giving him a bit of shit, and then she starts reading out what he's got. 3 felonies, whatever, and he's just going to plead his case. It's generally incoherent, but I just want you to hear like the tone of his voice.
These, got a lot going on, sir. Yeah, I just feel like battery on a protected person, robberies, attempt home invasion. Go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just figure like I'm there facing my mind on it. I have a support system. I just got hired as a teamster for a union, making $2 an hour. And like the reason behind every single domestic violence, I've been dealing with mental health. I didn't know that I was dealing with mental health. They put me in mental health court, and I still didn't know that I had a mental health problem until this August 2022. And I realized I had a problem with this.
So he's just saying, I've got a job. I do this now. I didn't know. He's just pleading that kind of thing. Now this is where she gives her response to that.
I appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else because I just can't with that history. In accordance with the law.
I appreciate everything you've just said, but I think it's about time you get a taste of something else because I just can't give you probation with that history. She's about to read sentencing.
The state of that is for
For anyone listening, he said no, fuck that, and has leapt over the bench and attacked the judge physically. He's being restrained by 2 guys and he's still just trying to attack the judge with his legs on the ground. Anyway, I just wanted to show that as just a contrast. I'm sure you've seen that clip before. It was from a few months ago. It was going pretty wild when it came out. Just the contrast of the two ways of dealing with a judge.
He was so reasonable. He was just so reasonable when I was just like, I understand, and I've got this job, and
And then she goes, I think that she did something which, again, she's not being entirely professional there. She's going, well, I think it's time you got the taste of something else.
Appreciate that, but I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else.
So, I mean, she may as well start rhyming what she's saying at that point. She's putting that much flavour into it, and then that just hit the nerve, and he's like, fuck that. The look on her face as she realises what's about to happen, because she's been pretty safe behind that bench for so long, and then look at the look on her face.
I mean, he's behind some benches as well, isn't he? He must have had to clear some obstacles quickly to get to her.
Yeah.
In accordance with the laws of state of that is for
the look on her face is like, oh no, what have I done? Look at that. I know it's really violent, but I think it's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen, because it's just the turn from, I mean, she's in a confrontation and she's probably just not used to actually turning physical. And then, I mean, he did like a Fedor Emelianenko. He was going for that strike and he didn't care about where he landed. He relied on making contact with her as the thing that's going to stop him. And his legs and everything go over the bench. It's insane.
It's unbelievable.
It's my favorite one. So that's my favorite courtroom video by far.
I wonder if, because you're right, I think it wasn't actually the words or what was going to happen. It was the disrespect in the tone of voice and the look and the sneer and the, like the superiority kind of thing. And she wasn't, it seems like she was completely right. Like she wasn't buying his, I'm just trying to make things right act. She, based on his record and the facts of whatever case this was, she knew who he was and she was going to hand out appropriate judgments. But the little zing at the end, just like, you're going to get a taste of something.
I think it's time that he gets a taste of something else.
Something else was enough to make him snap
Surely he doesn't think he's going to get out of this. This is only going to make things worse for him. He's going to jail again. And then, so he's attacking her because he's got a problem with her. And I think that couldn't have helped. I'd be interested to see if she hadn't have said that, if he'd have attacked her. Not that it justifies it, but now the funny thing is he was in so they bring him back like the next day. And it's just funny to see how they enter court with him. This is how they, like Hannibal Lecter. Got gloves and everything on. And then she goes through and says, I'm just going to read the original sentence from yesterday just to show that I am not affected by what happened. And she gives her notes from the day before as an exhibit in court. And he gets like, what was it? He gets, for the original baseball bat case, what he was originally in there for, he received 19 to 48 months, which is what he was going to do. Now, for attacking the judge, right? Prosecutors brought a completely new case, included attempted murder. They called that attempted murder, and they argued that in court. He was attacking her, regardless of her trying to pull off. He had murderous intent. So he initially got 19 to 48 months. He would have been out in 19 if he was good behavior. He got sentenced to 26 to 65 years for that attack on the judge.
Wow.
So
he was found guilty for attempted murder.
He pled guilty to attempted murder.
First,
he pled innocent. He pled innocent, and then he pled guilty, but reason of insanity. So he wanted to kind of, like temporary insanity, he wanted to kind of get a shorter sentence, but it was minimum 26 to 65 years. So he's not eligible for parole until after 2050. So in terms of making things worse for yourself, both of these people in court made things worse for themselves. One of them could have just come back the following week, been slighted by the judge, and just swallowed their pride and dealt with it, and still be practicing law, but instead got disbarred, had to shut down their practice, and is now facing, trying to get some discrimination charge against the judge, which isn't going to go in there. The other one was facing 19 to 48 months, and instead got 26 to 65 years, 26 to life. I mean, unbelievable.
Wow.
It does seem mentally ill. I mean, when you see, I've just got to play a little clip of it. This is his statement he made in this was obviously the next day for the baseball bat incident, but this is his sentencing statement for the attempted murder. He just rambles.
I'm not making excuses for my actions, but I'm saying I'm not a bad person. And I know that I did not intend to kill Mary Kay Holthus. I know I cared about her well-being, Judge Johnson, And I came to court that day, and I was talking to her, and I told her I never stopped trying to do the right things. I wasn't pointing like, oh, this person did this to me, I deserve a chance of probation. This is not fair. All I see was red, and all I heard her say, oh, this. She said, I finally watched the whole video. I was standing here in the courtroom with all of you guys. I finally saw the entire video. Judge Johnson, I can't believe this. And I wasn't even mad at Michael Lasso. I was like, I commend him on.
Anyway, what a mess. What a mess. Anyway, I just wanted to group those two together.
It's funny to see him go full circle to the same attitude he had at the very start of this. So he's just like, I'm not a bad person. And, he seems really, he's a bit rambly, but reasonable, reflective.
Yeah, but when you see the turn
I just want
to this.
Yeah, no, I wanted to see in that case as well. But I wanted to see just like turtles all the way down at the judge saying, I appreciate what you said, but you're about to get a taste of what attempted murder feels like. He's like, fuck that. Just the cycle just continues.
They give him the chair for that one instead.
It's like a sketch, isn't it? It's just like he keeps on getting sentenced for harsher and harsher crimes.
Yeah.
And coming into the courts for those crimes really reasonable.
Oh, God, what a mess. But I mean, that person like that can turn to this in seconds.
Yeah, that's what.
The commentary on both of these was funny because with the original one, with the transgender one, it was like, I can't believe she was playing the victim in court. And then this one, it was like, oh, she got like, some reality finally came to this woman in the courtroom. Like, people didn't like the fact that she said you're going to taste something else. That really rubbed like a lot of the internet the wrong way as well. It's like, you're sentencing this guy to prison. Don't be saying stuff like, you're going to taste something else. People just didn't like it. Scott, what were you going to say?
No, I was just trying to find that frame of his. It was such an impressive jump over the desk.
Yeah. Look at that. He cleared the desk. Unbelievable.
You see people like throw basketballs and they don't hit the rim; they just go straight through the net. Like,
good defense by Kyrie. Oh, wow!
Just like that.
Why did you choose basketball? Out of interest. All right, go Craig. Your go.
You're going to like this mess. I know we've spoke about this. I don't know if I've shown it to you before or if you've seen it. So this is a Chris Hansen takedown to catch a predator. So for those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of people know who Chris Hansen is. But he used to run a TV show where they would catfish and bait potential predators in online chats, pretending to be teenagers or pre-teenagers. They'd develop a rapport, they'd continue the chat. Sometimes they'd have actors on phone calls, and it would all culminate in arranging a meetup. There'd be a lot of evidence already in the chat, but the meetup would be the ultimate sting at the end, where they turn up to meet the teenager and they'd be caught. And this one, the Jeff Sokol one, is my favorite. Have you heard of this before I start giving background?
This is the pizza one, is it?
Yeah, this is the pizza predator. So this is maybe the only time that you're going to see a pizza used as a tool in that fight or flight confrontation situation. And it's impressive the way it's used.
Pizza versus umbrella.
Yeah. Before I get to the actual confrontation, I think you need to know a bit about Jeff Sokol. And I've got a couple of short videos that I've strewn together from the chats. And compared to other predators, Jeff Sokol is kind of got his shit together. He's a normal, functioning member of society. He's quite intelligent. He's got a decent job. If you look at some of the other To Catch a Predator stings, a lot of these guys are, it wouldn't be a surprise kind of thing. They are, I don't even know how to say it, but they don't have their lives together in the same way. This is the perfect kind of sting, because Jeff Sokol is a guy who could easily fly under the radar. You just think he's a normal guy going about his business. But Jeff has got some things around control, and he's very paranoid as well. He's smart enough to be paranoid about this teenager who's just started chatting to him. So just to give you a taste of that paranoia, at first he's worried, rightfully so, that this person isn't the person who they're presenting themselves to be. Maybe they are being catfished. Maybe it's another adult. Maybe it's law enforcement. And this is how Jeff tries to deal with that paranoia.
I want to see you. It doesn't have video. Don't you have Skype on phone or computer as well? Wait, if you have Skype on iPod, are you
So this is voice, this is text messages between the two, and it's kind of an AI or something voice, which is just reading the text messages back and forth for anyone listening.
Sure, it doesn't have video. But if you disable it, you can easily come with Skype. It's in settings. Why would you disable it on a device that can easily be overridden? No, it just doesn't make much sense. And I want to verify it's you, because people on the wire are fucked up. Can't trust anyone. But if you call me on phone, I still can't see to verify you. Can you use a computer at school to go on Skype or a minute? I was just saying we could vid chat for 30 seconds to verify. I want to believe it's you in the pics, but obviously I can't, because you could be anyone. So
he wants to have a video chat or something to verify who the kid is.
He wants some sort of proof, pictures or video chats, and obviously it takes a while to get that sort of stuff together, because they can't just send random teenage girls. In To Catch a Predator, they normally have 18-year-old actors who will pass for younger, but obviously on demand, he's asking for specific things. Can you take a photo of this? Can you hold fingers up under your chin? And I'm just throwing this together. This is a shortcut as well. This is a mash cut. It is an absolute onslaught of demands and requests and paranoia, because he can't trust her. And it's credit to the people on the other end of the phone, because they know exactly how to string him along for the right time, when to give him the information at the right time.
take a selfie holding up 4 fingers below your chances of you already having this pic is slim. So I would know it's really you if you took it like that. No offense. So if you use your friend's phone and they send it to you and you can really want to believe it's you, but I can't based on past experiences online. Can you borrow a friend's phone to take that selfie for me? How else would your mom find out? You could delete it after. I believed you, but I can't. I just need confirmation. Sorry again. It's not personal. I've just known over the years that people aren't always who they say they are. It's simple. Online is easier to disguise yourself. So that's my main point, Bailey. Your situation is unique in that you can't turn on your camera like most people can. To verify, it's really simple to do so. I really appreciate you sending that pic earlier, but I'm still not 100% sure about it. I'm sorry. I realized the first pic you sent me the other day also had 4 fingers. You've seen a bunch of those pictures. The whole point of asking you to hold up 4 fingers is asking you to do something unusual. So they know that the picture you're taking would be genuine, and that you were taking it just for me. Now I'm inclined to ask you to do it once.
What was that?
She's already sent him one. So like in this onslaught, they're like, let's take a photo and send, and he's still. Well, I appreciate it, but I'm still not 100% sure. Maybe you could send another one, like with this as your hand. He's super, super paranoid.
Imagine they had AI for this.
Even more unusual. Just to convince myself it's you. Unless I can verify it's you, I keep thinking that if she really is someone who was undercover and trying to nail online predators who talk to minors.
I think I'm too young to have a job like that.
Great response.
It's funny because he has sent, I mean, that is maybe 30% of all the stuff that he was sending her just in that initial phase to clarify, are you who you are? And at the same time, their job on the other end of that phone call is to be, I need to act like a 13-year-old would act. But at the same time, I've got to deal with this barrage of paranoid nonsense. I have to just deal with it. And so I love the idea of if she was a 13-year-old girl, she's just like, I'm too young to have a job as a young underage detective after hearing that nonsense spew out. So eventually she convinces him that, okay, she is a 13-year-old girl. His paranoia doesn't stop because it's just moved to the next level. He is a very paranoid person. This is what I kind of like about like this idea of like you create your own hell. Because he's based on these chats, you can see the type of person that he's worried about. He's a lonely guy, and he knows this is wrong, and he can't help himself. But he's smart enough to be really scared by it. He's not smart enough to walk away from it. So the next level of paranoia isn't about her anymore. It's about, well, say we did meet. I've got to worry about the police. I've got to make sure that she's not going to talk to the police.
That's not my point. My fear is that it's not you, that it's someone in law enforcement looking to nail someone. You know I could be put in jail if the police found out we were intimate? We were just chatting, yes, I know, but I'm just saying. I know it sounds crazy to you. If you took one more pic crossing 2 fingers, holding them under your face, I would believe it's the only way the police would know if we ever got intimate is if someone saw us together or you told the police. I don't know why you would tell the police, but theoretically you could. Shit happens. I wouldn't because I'm the only one that would get in trouble with the law. You wouldn't.
Potentially report me to the cops.
Remember, you said you would think about it when I asked you to take one.
The original voice actor has got tired, by the way, because this goes on for days and hours. But this isn't. Yeah, he is paranoid for weeks leading up to the final meetup.
He's not just paranoid
with 2 fingers.
He's paranoid and horny. So it's fueled by the horn, which means he can do this for days. I mean, it's what built the World Trade Center and what knocked him down.
About it. I'm in serious trouble and even go to jail. So that's why no one can know. Could be breaking the law with serious consequences. But what if we dated and got into a fight? And you press charges
this is the same voice actor.
I would be.
No, it's a different voice actor.
I was going to say
it goes on for so long that they switch out the voice actors to do his voice 3 times. I mean, if you could just take one more picture, Mass, of you holding 2 fingers under your chin, then I'd know it's you.
At least separate yourself from this. I would say this to anyone your age. Shit happens. People change. People turn on one another. I've been around. I know shit can happen. And you would have to be an idiot to not think it's possible. Because adults have been known to manipulate and brainwash minors into sex. Sometimes isn't
saying what he's doing.
Sure, to make certain decisions. Minor is called a minor because they can't always make a logical decision.
Oh my God,
Sorry, my mom was bugging.
He's literally writing his own. He's demonstrating how well he understands everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So by thinking that he is mitigating his problems, he's actually doing the complete opposite. He's basically talking to the cops.
Yeah. He's telling. I think what's going on for him is
dissonance.
He's obviously super paranoid. He's got things around control. He's got no one to talk to about this because it's not like he can call any of his regular friends and say, what would you do in this situation? I'm chatting to this 13-year-old girl. She's the only person he can talk to about his worries. So he starts talking to her about the legislation. And I haven't included this video, but it is important context. He starts talking to her about getting married as a vehicle so that he won't get in trouble with the law. Because if they're married in certain states in America, even if she's underage, they can be intimate, or at least he thinks he can based on the research that he's done. And the idea is to keep it quiet from everyone, but if the police do find out, I'll be covered. Kind of like a prenuptial agreement. That's what he's saying.
Loophole.
His solution is kind of crazy. So
he proposes that to her, doesn't he?
He does propose that to her. It's not finalized. He just says, we can talk about it when I arrive, when we eventually meet up. So this is the next video. So this is the first meeting between the decoy, who's 18, pretending to be a 13-year-old, and I'm presuming is also the same girl who took the photos in the chat. Yeah, she's supposed to be 13.
God.
And Jeff. And the other important fact is that she's asked him to get some pizza on arrival. This is a common thing in To Catch a Predator videos. So I think it's to fully confirm for everyone watching. So the police are nearby, the crew's nearby. They want something very identifiable. Can you bring something with you to the house? And they say, can you bring some booze to the house? Can you bring this to the house? But he walks out with a pizza box. They all know, everyone on site knows this is the guy we're looking for, and he's brought the thing. It's also a bit of extra evidence that it can't be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just turned up to this house by mistake. Yeah, this or that. So he comes with a pizza.
Good, how are you?
Yeah. Let's be so uncomfortable.
I'm really nervous.
He's going for a hug.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
This is so weird.
Let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time. Until we get that out of the way.
Let's eat and we can talk about it.
God, this guy's life is ruined. My God, what a weird situation to be in.
Considering how, based on the chats, how paranoid we know he is. I mean, this is the worst situation to ever find yourself in. Obviously, you shouldn't do it. He brought it on himself, but some people are a bit either psychopathic about it, or they're not as worried about it as he is. Like, he's got lots of stuff in his life to lose.
Did you know anything about him? Like, is he married or?
He's divorced. He was divorced. Yeah.
Too old.
Yeah. Just
probably
a lonely guy.
House, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to point out that she's doing really well because she has to play a bunch of different roles. She needs to play the nervous teenager. She needs to play someone that is going to present like he expects to keep the ruse going. But at the same time, she wants to keep herself very safe. So she needs to come up with a smooth way of rejecting the hug, because obviously she doesn't want to hug him. He's an unknown entity who's about to be arrested.
All right.
I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna give me a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
But keeping that persona in place. She's also playing a third role, which is adding to the pile of information that's going to get him in trouble.
Yeah,
so
that's why she
brings
has
up,
the contract.
let's talk about the marriage contract.
Let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time.
She wants him to talk about it. If she can start getting him to talk about sexual stuff as well, he has far less wiggle room when it comes to the arrest, the Chris Hansen confrontation, and the interrogation and sentencing. So she's doing really well. He's smart enough, at least at the moment. I think it's more of a social thing to not bring up sex before pizza. So he wants to put that off for now, and she just lets him put it off. She doesn't apply any pressure to him. I think she handles this like super well.
Okay.
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay.
Wicked confusing.
That's the only point she doesn't do well. Have you ever seen that Steve Buscemi clip where he goes undercover at a high school?
Hey, fellow
like this
kids.
old guy in a...
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Yeah, hello. That was her slip up there. It was like, it's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Yeah, that was
wicked
awkward.
confusing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing. I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
That's okay.
I'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what I didn't look like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying. I mean, I think you look great.
Like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like, you look different.
You don't like it? You're a predator who's about to have a very awkward conversation with Chris Hansen. Like, how dare you disrespect the way I look in my hair?
She's so awkward.
She seems genuinely pissed off that he's like, hang on, you're questioning me.
To have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying. I mean, I think you look great.
Like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like, you look different than I thought.
You're about to go to jail for attempted rape of a minor.
than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
you never can tell with online things, you know?
What about me? Do I look different?
Oh, God.
I mean, you look different.
He's like 50.
I'm not saying better or worse, just different. I'm just hanging out. Watching TV, Netflix and stuff.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want to go check?
Somebody here?
No.
Oh, what's that? When people are stuck in a trap, it's horrible.
I mean, look at that face mask. That is the face of a man stuck in a trap.
Yeah.
I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing?
Yeah.
Here, Jeff?
Hanging out.
Hanging out with who?
Think about what he's going through right now. He knows, okay, this is not what I wanted to happen. Doesn't know who this guy is. But what's he going to do? Try and talk his way out of it? Why does everyone tries to talk their way out of it? The right thing to do right now is to just stand up and just walk out. That's it. They can't get any better than this. You can't talk your way out of whatever's going on. Just leave.
No. I mean, his absolute worst nightmares have just materialized. His brain must be in apps. It would be for, I mean, everyone goes through this on the show.
Yeah.
When another adult comes in the room in that situation, everyone's brain does it. Him especially, because he's got that extra layer of paranoia of weeks worth of chats, worrying about this, trying to come up with solutions to the problem. He must have been settling down slightly because he had a couple of minutes with the girl. Oh, she's real. We're having a chat. I can just ease myself into this. This is what I want. And then this guy walks out and he's a stranger. And his brain must be absolutely firing on all cylinders right now, like just pure fight or flight. Just to go back to, though, he's got this thing with control. So his response is to fight. He's defiant about it. He's not begging. He's not running. His response to this is, I'm going to act like I haven't done anything wrong. Like, I'm going to be defiant about it. And he doesn't like the fact that this guy, whoever he is, has got more information about the situation than he does.
Yeah.
He wants to be in control and he's not. And every time Chris Hansen drops some information that he knows more, you see his face is like, ugh, I don't like it. He does not like it.
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
First.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
Tell me who you are, because, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen this time, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectation.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you drove 2.5 hours?
Sure.
2.5
From
hours.
So he's just, Chris Hansen has dropped.
He's grabbed 2 slices of pizza there, by the way, and he's folding them.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's a lot of pizza he's eating.
Yeah. So can I eat first? I haven't done anything wrong.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
If I was guilty, I wouldn't be able to just eat a pizza. Only innocent people eat pizza. However, his brain can't do too much.
You think he's thinking to that level? You think he's thinking to that level? It's like, if I eat the pizza, then...
I don't think it's... I think it's more reflex than cognitive step by step. I think his reaction to this is, I'm going to fight and be defiant. You drove 2.5 hours here? Yeah, sure did.
So you drove 2.5 hours?
Sure did.
Like, I'm not backing away from it. I'm like, yeah, I've done nothing wrong, and I'm going to eat this pizza. But even though he's doing this, his brain can't do too many things at once. So he can't grab a normal slice of pizza. He grabs a handful of pizza, and then it's there, and he has to eat it. Because what else are you going to do? You're going to admit that you're worried. You have to eat that pizza.
It's a lot of pizza, that. I mean...
Who are you? To come here...
Are you her dad?
Look at it. I love the fact that he breathes out as he's lifting the pizza up.
Who are you?
And he looks at it, and I think part of that sigh is, I've got to eat this whole thing.
You're younger?
Are you her dad?
Look.
Who are you? To come...
He looks at the pizza, and he's upset at how much he's got.
This was supposed to be my shield, and it's turned into an extra thing I have to deal with.
Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark?
Who are you? To come here...
Are you her dad? Are you her dad?
I will get to that in a minute.
So the next video is called Size of That Pizza.
He's like, I will get to that in a minute always. You know, he maintains control. It's like, no, it's on my terms now.
Go ahead, have a bite.
Wow. I haven't done anything wrong.
How old are you?
What does it matter?
I'd like to know.
He loves it.
I haven't done anything wrong. Oh. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming to meet a young girl?
Yeah, is that against the law?
It is after this chat.
How?
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract?
Oh, that was it.
Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
What?
I should come see you on Saturday.
He's so aggressive, Chris Hansen, like passive aggressive. Let's see if any of this makes sense while you enjoy your pizza. I think it's about time you tasted something else. Fuck, imagine you just lunged over the table. Like, fuck that. That's never happened to Chris Hansen, has it? Imagine it was that black guy who just goes after him. Yeah, I get executed by the cops.
See you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to.
Another bite.
You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now, you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. That doesn't...
And you're what, 37?
That doesn't mean anything.
You're he's 37.
He's not 37.
He looks rough.
7? How old are you? You might as well just tell me, because I can find out like that.
Who are you?
I hate that when they do that. That tactic wouldn't work. You may as well tell me, because I can just find out like that. Oh, well, if you can find out like that, then why don't you just find out like that then? Go on then. Why do you need me to tell you? I hate him. And I know it's just a tactic, but you may as well just tell me, because I can find out like that. Go on then. Click your finger again and find out.
Yeah, tell me who you are first.
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because, now you're making me nervous. And
you're 44 years old.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Still looks like shit for 44.
As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be
I'm nearly 44.
Talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that?
Oh, he's defeated there now.
Yeah.
Just that deep breath. I think he's
just
realised, oh shit, they've got everything.
Yeah, the adrenaline's leaving his body. So he's not like rapid fire. I picked up too much pizza, but I'm going to eat it anyway. I haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, sure. I drove here from Boston 2.5 hours. Sure. I haven't done anything wrong. And his fight is gradually leaving him. This guy's got more information. Yeah. And also he's presenting back his own words. So he can't deny them either. He has to be like, yeah, sure.
Wasn't me.
Sorry, I'm paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex.
I love the way he says that.
But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
Right.
Punishable up to 20 years.
Oh, that's not good. Oof. Go on. Let's play the inevitable.
So we reach the climax of every To Catch a Predator video where Chris Hansen, for some reason, reveals his name like it means something to the predators, because if they knew who he was, they wouldn't need that information, but he does it all the time.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you what.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay. So am I.
Oh, he's trying to be nice. What's the alter? So no, go ahead. Be other than nice.
But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
The cameras come out. It would be horrendous.
So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this happened. I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay. You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
And then what?
What do you mean I can leave? Like, I'm guessing, do other people say that, or do they just get up and walk out? Because he's very suspicious. Like, what do you mean I can leave?
I think a lot of... So this, I haven't heard this take before. This is just something that when I first saw it, I thought this is what was going on for him. I think he's worried that this isn't the police now. I think he might be worried that this is some sort of vigilante
YouTuber
hit,
thing.
And he's about to either something physically bad is going to happen, because out of nowhere he's surrounded by men. Like, see the guy in the back there? He's not holding a camera. He's just blocking the door. And then to be told, oh no, you can leave.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
The police don't say that. He hasn't confirmed that he's police. In fact, he's been very evasive when he's been asked if he's law enforcement. So I think at this point here, he's actually worried that he's going to go outside and like he's going to be done by a group of guys.
It's not up to me.
It's up to
It's not up to me.
The way he's
that
looking
guy just
at them.
standing there? Looks so
just blocking
ominous.
the door. I think it's just security, because obviously, you don't know what's going to go on. He might become violent. He might attack someone. But yeah, it's not been confirmed that they are police out to arrest him, and he's just told him he can walk out the door. It's just like, oh, what's gonna happen? This doesn't feel good.
You didn't have to come here, did you?
Oh, he's in a world of hurt, this guy.
What do you do for a living, John?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
insurance business, right?
Cameras rolling.
Insurance?
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Can you shut it off?
I cannot
I can't shut it off.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go
television show
and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children. So unless you have something else to say, now would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right, then. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
So the cops here?
We'll see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
It'd be best if you went out there.
Oh, God, and he does get arrested, doesn't he? He does jail, doesn't he, that guy? There's a film coming out about this guy, about Chris Hansen.
You should have a seat right there. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC.
I don't think he does too much jail time. I think he gets off on some sort of technicality. He might have done like parole or like house arrest for X amount of days or something. Jeff Sokol, the pizza predator.
Convicted and sentenced to 7 years in prison, suspended after 30 months, plus probation and sex offender registration. He was released after serving roughly 15 months and subsequently tried and successfully to change his name. He has largely disappeared from public view since. Wow. What a nightmare. Yeah, he goes through a lot there, doesn't he? That guy.
Yeah.
He goes through a hell of a lot.
Considering what his personality seems to be, I think he set up and walked into his absolute own version of hell.
He set up his own. He set his own trap, and he blocked his own escape routes. He just completely did it to himself. The thing that really got me was the in him trying to secure what was going to happen in the future with the messages, he was just digging his own grave. Like, those messages work. It's like security on a phone. How you can try and make your phone really secure, 2-factor authentication, thumbnail, all this. But if someone breaks that and changes it, all of a sudden it works against you. And he basically did that there. He just dug his own grave when trying to get himself off in more ways than one. Legendary.
There is, so the channel I pulled this from is called the Jeff Sokol Immersion Pack. It's about 4 hours long. It goes through every chat, every phone call, the Chris Hansen sting, and then there's about an hour and a half of police interrogation. And I may bring the police interrogation to a future episode at some point, because the interrogation is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, obviously I can't compress 4 hours worth of Jeff Sokol content into 20
The Jeff
minutes.
Sokol immersion pack, because people do get addicted to this stuff, and they're like, I want to see what else happened. I want more of it.
Yeah.
And they end up watching the stuff like uncensored and uncut. But yeah, I can't imagine how he's going to do in an interrogation. I mean, they've got a lot of what they need, everything barring a confession. So if they can just get him to like confess to the cops and that, because he thinks that maybe he can bargain his way out of it. Oh God!
It's funny that
I can find out like that.
He doesn't bring the pizza, but he does bring that same sort of defiant energy to the interrogation. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch because, I mean, I don't think we've done one yet, but I'm sure they will turn up. Police interrogations are one of my favorite forms of confrontation because the stakes are so high. All confrontations are these social games, and sometimes there's a winner and a loser, or sometimes there's some sort of mutual understanding and that confrontation peters out. But the interrogations are very high stakes forms of those games, because if you lose that game, you could end up spending the rest of your life in jail. Yeah. And you're up against black belts in that game because they do it all day, every day. But yeah, it's a good watch, the Jeff Sokol interrogation video.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. Yeah, confrontation. The interrogation is where you go in knowing what the stakes are, much like a courtroom in many ways. But an interrogation is actually, I think a courtroom is further down the line. You're like, I'm literally jailers on the line. Whereas when it's in an interrogation, people think that they can talk their way out of it, and I guess that never stops for some people. Like, everyone thinks they can. These people think they can talk their way out of it, from like the scene to the arrest, to the resisting arrest, to the interrogation, to the courtroom, and then to the appeal and all of it. I can just keep talking my way out of it when the best thing to do is just not say anything at all. But yeah, all right, sick. Like, subscribe, all that usual stuff. And if you got any more information about any of the stories we covered, let us know. And we'll see you guys next time.